live in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Whoa,
Wrong button. Sorry, everybody. All right.
Hey, everyone.
All right. Thanks for coming in and joining us today. Coming to you live-ish from the Action Palace at PBKC.
That's right.
I'm Matt F., and with me,
Brian G.
the Brooklyn B-Man.
That's right.
And today, we are bringing you our $150 buy-in Deep Stack PLO tournament. And there looks like they're getting set up.
They
and
are.
some last-minute instructions. So why don't we head on over to the table?
Sounds good.
And I can bring up the breakdown of the players and the entrance today right before we get started. All right. So today we had 36 entries into our PLO Deep Stack tournament. And that means we will be paying 4 spots. So the top 4 will make the money. At the start, we have 15 players remaining.
We do.
So this is not the final table, everybody. This is the featured table. We'll play down to the final table for sure. And it looks like one of our Bryans, not you, that one.
Yeah, we have a lot of them.
Getting ready to deal out the first hand. So let's join in live-ish.
Let's see if we get action on the first hand.
Also, like, follow, and subscribe. And don't be shy. Jump into the chat. We encourage audience participation. Well, hopefully the viewers don't share that that view. That's kind of an inauspicious way to start.
I'm not going to lie. Shoulda lied.
Yeah, well, you're not our favorite player either. How about that?
Shoulda lied.
Who said that, Bruce?
So, not a whole lot.
No.
Oh, Mike's got ace-king.
A lot of pocket pairs, but lows.
Out of
4s, 5s, 6s. Jackson, wow, Jackson 9s for Bruce, even though he talks smack about our stream. And, well.
Chuck has a flush draw.
And Bruce has an overpair and as well as a gut shot straight draw.
Is that a queen? No,
Queen,
he's open-ended.
Yeah, now he's open-ended. He has a lot of outs for that. And technically he doesn't need them. He is ahead, even if he doesn't hit it. Just as long as he dodges.
He's all in.
Ooh, right off the bat. So jacks and 9s. Yeah, heart, king, or 6. River card, a queen. So Bruce gets to hang out with us a bit more.
Yeah, just a little bit longer now, and he would see if he is able to take that to a triple up or another double up.
And the blinds. Wait, what's going on there? Is he posting a blind behind the button?
Nice.
It's like, or is he calling blind? I didn't think you could do that in tournament, unless you're under the gun.
Wants to put some extra money in there.
Right, little pot builder there.
Why not?
I have seen that before. They would do an orbit.
Yeah.
And then they would do a reverse orbit.
Oh.
So they post.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's not that I've seen it a lot. I only seen it once.
Yeah. Not too common. Mike C with a little bit of a lead here on the table. Although it's PLO, you can go from 0 to hero to hero to 0.
Yep. That's a superhero. I concur.
Yeah. Look at that. That's a beast
wow,
of a flop for Chuck
fantastic.
There. Oh.
And it got better. Now he's got a boat.
Yep.
Everybody else drawn dead.
Oh, no.
No hesitation. Wow.
Wait, does
just
Chuck not have King Jack right now?
He does.
Well, there's
Tim.
no.
Well, Tim hit the straight.
Yeah, but there's no way that Chuck has King Jack right now. Because why does he take that long? King
Oh,
Jack.
wait.
Oh,
Oh, card reader shenanigans.
no, but Chuck did have King Jack.
Yeah.
So he's good.
Oh, so he was good.
Yeah.
So.
But Tim had a full house too. He had Jack
Right.
10. That was the shenanigan.
Right, that was, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I could have sworn he had the better boat, King's full.
No.
Thought it was a card reader mishap, and they both had King
I'm
Jack.
just wondering what took Chuck so long to make the call. He had nut boat. Right?
Yeah, and it's
Nothing
not like there
beating him.
was.
Nothing
Yeah,
beating
there was
him.
no quad. He had the blocker. So, yeah.
To me, it was
That's
the nuts.
weird, yeah.
So I don't know what he was thinking about for a sec. Like, it was just weird.
Did you say thanking?
Thanking?
It's like,
No,
thought you were from Brooklyn.
Tanking.
He's all like, yeah, he was over there thanking.
No, he was over
About
there.
them there big
tanking.
old card possibilities.
Nah, bro. Is the chat's up? The restream's up? We're good to
It's
go?
up, yeah. That's I'm kind of worried it's not working. You guys aren't chatting. Normally we don't get 10 seconds into the show before Florida Mountain Man chimes
Right.
in.
Oh, Bruce is all in.
Well,
Wow,
yeah,
Mark and
aces
Ch-
and some
look at
suited
Mark and
cards.
Chuck.
Wow.
Wow, Chuck
These hands are unreal.
Chuck potted it again.
I mean,
Wow.
Bruce, it's all in for
Yeah,
Bruce,
yeah.
yeah?
Oh, yeah.
To call. You're not far off, but it's aces and queens, but he's pretty close with his guess. I mean, double suited, queens. And, ooh.
That's a big flop
that,
for
yeah,
Chuck.
that's not so good for Bruce.
But Bruce had an open-ended flush draw. Straight flush draw. Bruce had
Yeah.
Jack 8 of spades. He flopped
Yeah.
open-ended flush draw. Wow, that's sick. And Chuck gets the king of
Chuck.
club, not the spade.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, I gave that warning. We're not quite at final table, but kind of hang out. Looks like we're going to get there fast.
Super.
This keeps up.
I can't believe Chuck just hit the non-spade king
Wow, that's
when Bruce just had an
yeah,
open-ended.
and pocket kings were folded.
He had open-ended
Right,
straight
pre-flop.
flush draw. He had open-ended straight flush draw, Bruce.
Yeah, that's
It's a big hand.
crazy. Well, I guess that's why this is his least favorite stream.
He was just busting chops.
Yeah.
He
Well,
loves it.
then he got busted. So
Indeed.
karma. Careful how you bust chops out there, everybody.
Yeah, here's Mark with aces.
Man, I'm starting to think you and I are going to get aces before too much longer.
Probably.
The way they're going around.
They're just what? Yep. Chuck's calling everything
go.
under the sun.
Play the rush. Why not? Oh, and then I got a good look at his hand. I'm like, that's why not. Never mind. But watch him hit something crazy.
Oh yeah, easily. Aces aren't really that strong in PLO. They are now.
Well, they're pretty good.
Spade. Chuck has nut flush draw.
Yeah, that.
With straight draw.
Straight draw,
5-7 with the 8.
Yeah, the 8. Because he has the 6 in his hand. So an 8 will give him the straights.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Chuck's like, come get it.
Wow.
And yeah, we're doing this.
Yeah, we're doing this.
That's and there you see Chuck's outs. He needs an 8 or a spade. And there's
there
the
it is.
spade. Now Mark needs to boat up.
He doesn't.
And he don't. I said an 8 or a spade, and he got both on the river.
Wow.
And I don't think he has him covered, though. So
Pretty much
let's
crippled
see.
him.
It's close.
He
Does
has
he have
him.
him covered? Wow, he did
Yeah.
have him covered. Wow, I thought he'd have a little bit left. 4.
Wow.
So is that final, or do they?
It
Oh,
happens
they have
so-
6 and 4. Yeah. So not quite final. Why do I keep hitting the wrong button, Bri? I used to be so good at this job. Now I'm missing all kinds of buttons.
Yep. Looks like we might be going round and round for a little bit here.
He wishes it was. He complained I didn't give him a whole hand when I first
now you
can complain about me beating you.
So they're gonna have to get a player, I would
See,
imagine.
that's even before I became a dealer, I didn't believe in that whole lucky unlucky dealer thing.
right.
Because if you play enough, the math evens out. I mean, so if you've got this dealer that just absolutely decimates you, one of these times you're going to get a session where he's just going to smack you between the eyes with the deck.
Absolutely.
And it looks like it's his day. Brian's giving him everything.
Oh, I mean, Chuck's been behind twice now. But that's the thing, though. In PLO, you're never really truly, like, dominated. You always kind of have outs in PLO.
Yeah, with 4 hold cards, you're going to have more draws than hold them.
Unless
for sure.
unless like it was like ace deuce deuce, you know what I mean? And he flopped aces full, and like Chuck couldn't improve. But yeah, you're never really drawing dead, PLO.
And we got Stu coming in. Which Stu? We got a few players named Stu that we see in the room a lot. Okay. It's not the Stu I was thinking of.
There have been 3 hands and 3 all-ins.
I would have been very surprised to see him, and I think you know the Stu I'm talking about.
Mike said,
at the PLO tournament, you'd be like, dude, what's he doing here?
Mike said there's been 3 hands, 3 all-ins, and 3 busts.
Yep. All right, we got 10 Deuce jumping into the chat. Seat 6 is an absolute fish. Played with him many times. He's a gambler, not a card player. Which is odd because we don't have a seat 6. I kid. We do 1 through 5 and then 7 through 10. So I'm positive he means seat 7.
Mike.
Yeah.
Raised 35.
We keep seat 6 open on our 10-seater table. Well, at least I know the restream is working. So thank you, 10 Deuce.
10 Deuce, he must also be a gamer, too, because he's got Mario Kart shirt on.
Yeah.
And, that's an old-school game there.
Oh, that game, I don't play that game. I'm a gamer from all the way back from the 8-bit era, but that game ends friendships. So, dude, stay away from that.
Mario Kart, that's funny.
Childhood best friends forever, and I've seen those 2 best friends, like legit fight, never speak to each other again because somebody hit them with a blue shell right before the finish line.
Not cool, man.
Brutal. And Bo knows how to river a boat. He did. Tell him, Bo. It's like Chuck can't hit every hand. Somebody else is going to get lucky every here and there.
Well, Chuck likes to see a lot of hands in the tournament.
It wasn't before you got there. Somebody get
I like that. He's a gambler, not a card player. You don't see a lot of people making that distinction. I like to think of myself as a gambler. Not at poker, just in life in general.
See, and that also is wrong too, because it's like not a card. I'm not a card player. I consider myself a poker player.
Right.
To me, there's a difference.
Different. Right. You got your poker and blackjack and
baccarat,
all different kind of card games.
A card player to me is like a person that just like plays he just plays his cards. You know what I mean? Poker player to me is a person that like bluffs, 3 bets.
Right. Studies the game.
Does different things with air, takes position, takes control of it. That's a poker player. A card player is just somebody that's playing aces. Face up.
Face up.
Yeah.
4,000.
I'm not sure.
Nintendo says, "Yeah, life is a gamble. I mean, poker player." Like, I tell my friends that they're like, "Oh, you gamble." I don't gamble. I don't do that. I'm like, "You don't gamble? Ever drive on the freeway?" "Oh, on my commute." I'm like, "Then you gamble."
No, life's
you just don't gamble with your money.
Right.
That's all. But everybody
every
gambles.
day you wake up is a gamble. I'm definitely I believe that. Every day you wake up, it's a gamble. Life is
like, should I go to the gym or should I eat, that burger?
Yeah. Yeah, you might sip the
Wanna-
wrong,
yeah.
You might take the wrong sip. That might be the last sip of your life,
You ate a little too fast and you ended up choking on something instead of eating it.
Yeah. Yeah, we figured it out.
Yeah,
seat 7.
Yeah,
I mean,
seat 6.
we know Mike. Mike's a good dude.
I agree. Fish are great for the game, but if I see a fish at a table I'm playing at, I sure as heck will not identify him. You scare the fish away.
A lot of people like to tap at the tank, man.
Not me, man. Don't scare 'em. Don't scare the fish away. Just throw out your value bets, your value bet lures, and just reel them in.
So Bo smashed the flop.
Wow, you did.
He's got over and a nut flush draw.
Mm-hmm. And a pair, just for funsies.
Jeremy's got overs too, and he's got a gut shot.
Careful of them ladies.
Yeah, the 6-ball. But if it's a 6 of spade, it's going to be ugly.
We have no idea. Did Chuck even put his cards in the box?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah. A king.
Yeah, that's good for Bo too. He's
2 pair.
He blocks, What's the pot? The
Just
pot.
clarify, the only game in poker we're asking what the pot is legal.
Yeah. That's probably why PLO could be one of my favorite games.
Good for Brian. Snap answer and keeping track of the pot. Not didn't need to count it up or stack it. And Chuck, what the flip does he have?
Yeah.
Dying to know. All right, to the river. Check on the river, and it is, well, it's not a spade. Kings and 5s. Are you kidding? It looks like he had jacks.
Yeah.
But he had 2 hearts. Runner, heart. He gets for the flush. Wow, Chuck is just living right, man. I love that. Did you hear him? He's like, oh, that wasn't good. And he's like, well, it became good. Fabulous.
5,000.
Chuck is steamrolling.
Yeesh. And thanks to the delay, somewhat joining us, it's the other Brian, who just absolutely demolished that table.
You knocked out 3.
Right.
And then what?
Apparently, Brian's got a hot date tonight or something, because he's like, I need to crush this table and get out of here.
And now everybody's at a halt. Are they?
Nah, but Brian's a good dude, modest dude, doesn't want to come down and watch himself deal.
Yeah.
Because whenever the rare times I deal on the stream, I come over, check it out when my down's over. I'm like, man, look at that silky smooth pitch.
Silky smooth.
You guys got a great dealer on this down.
But his
Tell you what.
his flops though, his flops are a little sussy. Yeah, we all do that.
They are hard to handle if you're not used to these cards. These are thick RFID cards, everybody watching. They're not like a regular deck of cards. So if you're not used to it, they can give you problems.
Yeah, for sure.
You do 4 spades?
So Chuck has double the
All
amount.
the chips. Didn't he have like 35K when we started?
Yeah, Stu is going to
He's
have
just
to
crushing.
do something here. He looks like he's in relax mode.
Yeah,
Like
well.
he looks like he has like 300,000 chips.
Well, he's under the gun. He doesn't have to worry quite yet.
Like, look at him.
Next hand, he's got to worry.
The way he's hanging out and sitting, it's like
He's just happy to be here.
he's chip
Like,
leader.
You know, life is good.
Yeah.
I don't need to get all upset or nervous.
Well, the thing about
Well,
it
I'd be
is
nervous with that hand.
he feels like he has 35 big blinds, but
Yeah, it's
the math is like way.
yeah. When you're short, you got to be a little more aggressive, but not with that hand. That's a good fold. Like,
Yeah.
not that he's anticipating waking up in the big blind with a great hand, but it can't be much worse than what he just folded.
No, but when you have his chip stack and you go through the blinds for 2,500 and 10% of your stack just goes, So ace is good here. Mike's gonna probably take this. Nobody's really got anything.
And Chuck's running good, but that don't mean he's playing
Look at
reckless.
Bo,
He bows
man.
right out.
Bo's ridiculous. Now Bo's got a straight draw.
I misread his hand. I thought he had 2 spades. Then I looked again. I'm like, no, he's only got 1 spade. Spades, no. Yeah, he's got a pair of 7s.
I'm just wondering,
That's
like,
it.
where he even finds a call there. Like, it's just weird. Wow. Because he steals it.
Oh, Bo knows how to bluff a pot.
Well,
It goes back to what you say a lot when I do the show with you. You got to tell that story. And he told the story that he had something, and then he bet it, and his aggression was rewarded. But watching and seeing what he had, I'm like, that was a nice bluff, Bo. Don't do it again.
Yeah.
You're going to get caught next time.
Oh, he does it all the time. No, that's what I love about Bo. Look at Jeremy with the 3, 4, 5, 6. I kind of like that. I would limp it for 1,000 for sure. He's probably not.
You hate limping.
No, I would limp it. I would limp it for 1,000 and
Right.
then just to control and snap Chuck off with his aces. Wow, he is gonna. Whoa!
What? I was not
Jeremy.
What a twist! Wasn't expecting that one.
What are we doing here, Chuck? We're potting it.
Raise to 10.
Yeah.
10. Not quite a pot, but still a substantial raise. We don't even know what Stu has.
Mike has
and it's in the
kings.
box. Mike's got king. Yeah. Ooh, there's going to be some hurt feelings on this one.
Yeah. And little does he know he's got the nut hearts too.
Love to know what Stu has. He still doesn't look worried. He's just like, oh,
He's gonna
raise and a
re-pot it?
re-raise
Oh no.
and a re-pot.
He just called it.
How is Brian even up here enjoying lunch? It's like
Yeah.
this hand looks like it's going to take like 20 minutes.
I think he has to make the call now. Yeah.
It's like, hey, you told the story. Now you got to back it up, buddy.
Can't rep aces.
And to the flop we go.
That's,
Ooh, are you kidding me?
that's pretty sick flop for Jeremy.
Check, check.
Wow.
Yeah, a couple of
5,000.
diamonds.
Chuck has to feel
Nobody
good.
has a diamond draw. Aces and sevens. Jeremy with.
Chuck folded. Wow.
Wow, let go of the aces. Look at all
Chuck.
15 outs for Jeremy and can't hit a single one.
And he's going to see that Mike's going to win with kings, and he's going to throw
Yeah,
up.
Chuck's not going to
Gonna
like
go
this one.
check, check.
Told
Watch.
you there was going to be
I
some.
want to
hurt-
hear what Chuck says when he
Right,
sees the hand. Look, look.
Yeah.
See?
It's,
I folded it.
it's that quiet mumble. It's like I folded aces. Oh, that son of a gun. Except he didn't say gun.
Chuck.
And Brian's up there. He can't see our screen, but he probably knows what we're talking about. You know, just listening to what we're saying. And he's up there like no faith in the dealer.
See, that's a huge mistake by by Chuck, though, because now he gives all those chips to Mike, who's a good player,
I was gonna say
where he could have taken advantage of it, and Mike would have been shorter on the shorter end, and that's how the wheels go round and round.
see if a dealer was hitting me the way Brian's hitting Chuck, I'm playing the rush.
Yeah.
And he would have got that pot too. It's like, how do you not have faith in the
I
guy
wasn't a
that's
fan.
just
I wasn't a
giving
fan.
you everything?
Not a fan for folding aces for 5,000. It was a 5,000 bet. Chuck has all the money.
Stu's got kings, but normally that's a good thing, but the kings are dead.
It's a good flop for ace.
Well, he might catch a jack with his K9, get the straight.
5,000. Of course, but you know where you're at if I'm not calling.
Mike's hilarious. I'm not calling.
But nope. Jeremy bet 5 with that mystery hand, and that was enough to get him to go away.
I mean, you're not going to make it pot. And then you're committing yourself. Yeah. That's why I just put the 5 out. And when you folded, I was like, all right. And I wasn't sure what he had, but whatever. I was.
But it's going to be the shortest off season it can be for hockey, and I didn't even notice football's back today, kind of. Must be a New York thing for you.
What's
It's like
that?
you're drank in August in Florida and no ice.
Yeah.
So that's got to be a New York thing. Nobody from here does that.
No.
It's so freaking hot. Everything has ice.
True.
Put it in the tea. Put it in the coffee.
This is true.
Put it in everything. I like hot coffee. Something that's boiling in your mouth down here in the summertime. I don't get it.
Yeah. People are fixated on coffee.
What the flip is going on here?
Wow, Stu throws it away. Okay.
I mean,
At a certain
is
point,
it like trip aces or nothing, or what's going on?
Stu was supposed to go with the hand, man. I
Yeah.
mean, he's got nothing. He's got no chips.
No oomph, no.
No, just no chips.
You got to play with a certain level, I would think, of urgency. Not quite desperation, but just like I'm short stacked. The blinds are coming. We're playing 5-handed at this table. I got to do something like quick.
Yeah.
It's like watching the Panthers in Game 4 of the final. Ugh. 5 and 6 while I'm on the subject.
See, like Stu limps in right now. Like,
and he's got suited cards and a pocket pair. I mean, even though if it's not great, but
I would have rather folded this than
yeah,
limp.
you either fold it or
You got
you jam.
13K. Now what do you do?
Yeah, you're just
nothing.
you're just giving
Gone.
chips away at that
Right.
point. You gotta either jam to at least try to isolate, get one other player,
I
or
would have
just
folded
let it
his
go.
hand. I would have folded ace-6, 3-3. I would have folded that. That's trash.
Another spade. Chuck, put your cards in the box, man. Another spade. Too bad you got to play 2 cards, or Bo would have a flush. Yep, kings and queens for Bo. And that's it for Brian. I had a funny feeling.
Yeah.
I guess he's anticipating there not being 2 tables in half an hour.
Yeah.
All right, while we're getting the new dealer settled in, I think now is a great time to mention our monthly multi-flight 100K guarantee that we all laugh at because we always destroy it.
What's that, the 8th through the 11th, right?
The week from today will be our first flight. I know I promised everybody yesterday I'd have that satellite schedule, but they don't have it up there, so I can't have it down here. But we will have satellites.
The first flight
I think
is
it's Wednesday
August 8th,
night.
right?
The first flight, yes.
Yeah.
It will be Thursday, 1 week from today, August 8th. And we will have 2 flights on Friday and 2 flights on Saturday at 11:15 and I believe 4:15 will be the afternoon flights. You can multi-bag if you happen to reach day 2 in multiple events. Just take your best bag forward and cash in the others for a min cash. $300 buy-in, 100K guarantee, and that's next week. So for all you PLO fans, well, we're not going to have our PLO show next week. It'll be Flight 1A
It will.
of the multi. Man, I keep going back to 10 Deuce's comment, fish are great for now I want fish.
Yeah.
I'll swing by Bud's after the show, maybe.
Not a bad place. Good sandwiches.
Good sandwiches, yeah.
They gotta be about to bust somebody right now.
Are we in a holding pattern? Nope.
Mark's still up there? The hat? Who tripled up?
Identifying people by their clothing. Okay there, Mario Kart. Slow down there.
Yeah. Who tripled up?
All right, Jeremy with, I'm not sure how he hasn't folded already. There's really not much to like about that hand. Chuck, on the other hand, has not seen a hand he hasn't liked yet.
Nope. Chuck not putting them in the box?
I don't know. I haven't seen him. Oh, good. It was the camera. Okay. I'm like, I just got this prescription. It can't be bad already. That'd be another $300 in new glasses.
Not bad. All right, so 2 pair for Bo. A straight draw for Stu. Open-ended.
Just snaps that pot bet.
Yep.
I like the
Bo
aggression.
snap calls.
Wouldn't you with that hand?
Mm-hmm.
2
Yeah.
pair and the flush draw? Heck yeah.
No flush draw.
Oh, for Bo, I mean.
No, there was still.
Bo's got a flush. No, he doesn't have a flush. Right. I don't know why I thought that 4 was a club because he's got it in his hand. So there is no flush. I do apologize. 2 pair, 6s and 4s.
You lose.
It says you lose. Yeah. That was cold-blooded. Final table. You heard the man.
Final table. So they
All
got a
right.
redraw.
Yeah, there's going to be a redraw. And look at this. They renewed our clipboard here.
Not bad.
All right, so while they're resetting and getting that final table set, I get the opportunity to tell you guys our Paddock Restaurant Concert Series is back on August 23rd. We're going to have the Rat Pack Now dinner and show. And listed here is Art Poco as Dean Martin, Ben Bagby as Sammy Davis Jr., and Bob Hoos as Frank Sinatra.
Sweet.
Playing all the favorites, all the classics. Rat Pack Dinner and Show. That's August 23rd, Friday, August 23rd. For tickets and info, go to pbkennelclub.com or call 561-683-2222, extension 140.
All right.
Try the, what was that, the steak sandwich? That was always your favorite over there?
It was pretty good.
The
yeah.
steak sandwich, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had the tomahawk yet because, frankly, I'm too broke.
Summertime is a little
Yeah,
slow time.
yeah, we.
But
One of the other dealers had it and brought it to the break room and ate it in front of us, and I was insanely jealous because it looked like a magnificent steak.
yeah.
So I definitely have to get one.
Oh yeah, they're good.
As soon as
they're excellent.
yeah.
I think I might take this time to run to the bathroom real quick there.
I thought you were going to say run over to the paddock, put an order in. Yeah,
Yeah,
can we get a tomahawk
get
for
us a tomahawk,
the
man.
streamer table?
Yeah. We probably wouldn't get it by the time.
We're kidding.
Yeah.
It's excellent service there. But no, if we keep eliminating players at this rate, well, yeah, maybe we won't get here before the tournament's over.
Because honestly, I feel like if anybody had a 7 there, they're not going to win.
Like I said, you're not behind me, I call.
Unless it's like quads. I mean, then
You're not behind me, I call.
Nah, I got a deal for the button. It's like a brand new table.
yeah, and it's not like they're gonna say, "Oh, what are you lying?" Right, just put the cards out. Oh, there it is. Who's that, Bo? Oh, that's Bo. You guys took it back. Yeah.
Don't worry, I watched it. The button's good.
What are you in? Don't we skip one of these, right?
Seven's here. Were you 8? Yeah. So you're here, and that's 9.
There is 10. There's no 6. Yeah.
9-handed. Yeah.
Been doing this stream for 2 years, and production crew still has to explain that. It's not seat 10 that's missing at our streaming table, it's seat 6. All right. Tournament director, Mr. Ferris, says we're back on 10, 15, 15, and cards are in the air. Yeah, my broadcasting colleague, Brian, just kind of enjoying his time, sitting around in silence. He was here the whole time.
Hanging out. Hanging out, waiting for all that good stuff. What happened?
Yeah. No, nothing. It's just you were holding up the mic like into the fan. It's like, sit down. So all I hear is.
Yeah. It's a little windy out here.
All right, all in for the big blind. Mike O with PLO.
Gosh, 5,500 chips, huh? That's what we got our chips down to.
Yeah.
Uncle Mike.
I have an Uncle Mike.
That's ridiculous, though.
That ain't him, though.
How could you let yourself ever get down to 5,500 chips?
With a mystery hand, no less. Well, I don't see any clubs.
Ace King. So what's Bo going to do? Is he going to be aggressive? Is he not going to be aggressive? Somebody,
23.
he
Wow,
might be
Bo's
folding.
gonna fold here.
Yeah.
Well, a little showing cards. Well, I guess action's over because he's all in.
He had to flop the flush,
Looks
no?
like the ace king.
Of
Looks like he has the 9 of clubs, and that's it. Spade, spade, spade. Yeah, nobody's got a flush draw here.
Oh, Uncle Mike's drawn dead pretty much. Yep, he's out.
Yep, king 7.
Ace King.
Or ace king, right, ace king. Like I said, too bad you can't play 3 cards. Or 1 card. Why do I say it backwards? I'm just dyslexic today.
Well, Mike, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, that's
Made it for one hand.
all in for 5,500. I should have had the camera on you when you said that, because you just had this ick look on your face.
I just, like, the thing is when I start getting down to like 12, 13, 14,000, like,
Right, it's
you know,
it's
you
jamming
gotta
time.
gotta take a stand. You gotta find a hand that you can't let yourself get down to 5,500 when the
Right.
blinds are 500 or 1,000, 1,500.
15,
Like, you're literally, all your stack is in
yeah.
the blinds
Yeah,
there,
death-
all of it.
Death by
Like,
1,000 cuts.
it's, you know, that's like, you should never get yourself down that low. That even a double up wouldn't even help them. Like,
Right, it would have gave him like 1, instead of 1 orbit, he'd have 2.
yeah, I mean, 5,500, so like, you know, now you made 12, 13, 14,000. Okay. And it gives you life, but still. It's a long road.
Life support, more like.
It's a long road, man, when you do it like, there's a reason why these guys have a lot of chips in front of them. It's because they're playing a lot of hands, they're mixing it up.
All right, looks like we got Limp City here, 6-handed.
Yeah. And Queen Jack, is there a Queen Jack in the house?
Jack,
Clubs,
no.
any clubs?
No clubs.
So
no
then-
Queen Jack, Pocket Jacks, and there's Jack 10 out there.
So, yeah, Pair is in the lead.
A 9 and another club. Yeah,
No,
no
set of
clubs,
nines,
so
Bo.
Yeah,
Bo.
nines. Yeah, Bo's got set. Open
But he's not
nines.
going to like the clubs or the straight.
Jack 8. Steve's open-ended. Queen or 7.
See, I mean, the thing is Bo should definitely put a little something out there just to see where he's at if it gets to him. Nothing crazy. The pot's 10. I'd make it like 2,500.
Yeah, 6-handed in Omaha.
And
Set.
a check.
Yeah, not
But
great.
2,500 gets a lot of those guys out. He still has the best hand, and he could potentially lose right now if anybody was to get aggressive.
Bo's like, one more check. Please, please, one more check. He's like, please check.
Well, that's why I put the bet out on the turn. 2,500 is not going to hurt his stack at all.
Right.
And it's not going to let somebody get a stupid straight backdoor.
Yeah, 5 opponents
You know.
maybe becomes 2 if they don't all fold.
Right, and then it might go check, check, river. And then, you bought yourself a free river. People don't understand that's another thing. If he bets the turn, he can buy himself a free river. That's why you have to be super sophisticated, not necessarily in this tournament, but in like big tournaments. You have to be so super sophisticated. You have to be bet blocking. You have to be under bluffing. You have to be overvaluing, undervaluing. There's the mental in this game in 2024 is ridiculous. The average player has no shot. Not in a long run. In a short run, yeah, anybody can sit down.
Right.
Anybody can get lucky. But in a long run, you have zero shot if you're not studying this game. Bottom line. And like I said,
I love how the players, they think they have to like space it out perfectly with all 4 cards.
Yeah.
No, you just got to put them all in the box, man. They don't have to be all spread out like that. Yeah, see how Bo has them? That's fine. That works.
Here's the thing with PLO, like it's hard to really master a PLO because of the variance. But in Hold'em, I'm specifically saying like if you're not studying, or evolving, you're going to be left in the dust. PLO, it's a huge variance. Even if you're extremely good, you could,
Right.
Bo and Steven are going to probably go at it right here.
B. Luke chiming in. How many players are left? 8. This is the final table you are witnessing. We just got down to final table.
So it's going to be the Bo and Steve show. Wow, it was no show. What the heck?
Oh, what?
How is that possible?
That's a surprise.
How does
right
Bo
there.
not bet the nut flush? Now you're going
I
to
was
take
going to
his
say,
bet.
he's like, I gave you a freebie, but not anymore.
I don't even know how you don't bet the flop there with the nut flush. Draw. A diamond would be some real hurt in there for Steve.
And we don't know what Elvis has. Got a little 5-4 under there?
Well,
Or something like that.
wasn't a diamond, and Steven gets bailed out.
With Jack, well, I'm not sure he did. We got 2
I was going to
mystery
say,
hands.
Bo has to bet this
and,
to win
yeah.
it.
And, well, maybe they didn't have that stuff. Oh, they did. Okay, one of the mystery hands has called, and I can't quite see. And it looks like a jack. He went with just a jack.
No.
Our updated chip count. Well, I hope you guys are speed readers because
Yeah.
Because you need to be. I was about to say we have 2 players in the danger zone.
Absolutely. I mean, I think.
I just don't know which ones because the graphic was there and then it was gone.
Well,
I'm like, wait, who was that again?
He's got, it looks like 8,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's bad.
But there were 2 of them, though, in the danger zone.
That's not even in the danger zone. That's like in a death zone.
Well, it's...
When you have like 4 or 5 big blinds, I mean, it's
There's
just.
Elvis. Uh-huh. Lines are up. Uh-huh. Or are they? Is it 2,000 now? Yeah, it's... Looks like it. 1-2-2 now.
Wow.
Nothing like a little blind raising pressure to make you feel right at home.
And he limp for the 2K
Wow,
on the button.
7-handed. Everybody's
Bananas. That is
and
bananas.
first thing to go through my head if I'm playing at this table, like, what does everybody have that everybody wants a piece of this?
Well, everybody got a piece of it.
Yeah,
Look at
pretty
this.
much.
Brett's open-ended. Mike has open-ended. Elvis is 2-pair, top 2.
Uh-huh.
Chuck has a gut shot with a pair. Rich is gut shot. Phew, that's bananas.
Runners for a flush.
Wow, look at this. This is like everybody just.
And Nancy chiming in. Hi, Brian and Matt. Super job as always.
Hey.
Shout out to Robert, James, and Gene in production. Making this look great. Keep telling her. It is, in fact,
Yep.
Miss Nancy that rocks. In fact, Miss Nancy has forgotten more about rocking than any of us will ever know.
And the turn is big turn. Oh, wow.
Big
There it is.
indeed,
Brett
yeah.
gets the nuts.
Elvis picks up a... Wow, he picks up an open-ended straight flush.
No, Brett turned the nut, and then
Yeah, he did.
Elvis isn't going to go anywhere, though, I'd imagine.
Right. King of spade, 8 or spade for the straight flush. So, you know, he's sticking around.
Can't wait to get it in there, huh?
No, he's like, come on, let's go. All in, yeah, man. He's like,
Wow,
you
Chuck's
want
all
you
in,
want
too?
a big raise? Yeah.
Oh, he
this
had
is-
king queen. Yeah, yeah.
Right,
Brett,
right.
yeah. So the spade would just be like devastating. The spade, does he have everyone knocked out?
Yeah, listen to the players. They're like, can I get a, yeah, like they're at the drive-thru at the McDonald's. I'm like, no, you don't get to order a
So
river.
Brett has everybody covered, but if Elvis gets the spade, he cripples like.
Right, so the straight flush is out. I had a feel. I was like, I thought I saw
Yeah.
the king get folded. 8 was also folded. So no straight flush. And the river.
Wow,
a deuce.
bricks. And they chop up Elvis's money.
Yeah, they do with the straights to the king. Elvis, the king is dead.
Huh. It's a decent pot.
Well, they say sharing is caring.
Oh, Chuck had a 5 in his hand. That's just ugly. Wow.
And then there were 7.
No,
What do you mean no? Yes,
nobody got knocked out there.
Elvis did.
Elvis had more chips.
No, he didn't.
You sure?
Yeah, he's done ski, bro.
He's done. He's out ski.
So now Rich and Jeremy staring elimination in its ugly face.
I don't even think Rich has 7 bigs.
Well, since we do Annie's now in this
Right.
line, he has 3.5.
Yeah. Chuck with aces there. I'm pretty sure he's going to be potting it.
And even more love back to you, Miss Nancy.
We love you, Nance. You rock.
is just action, huh?
And-
Everybody's playing.
And
It's-
Rich limped in for 2K.
Yeah, it's
And having 14K. That's hilarious. That's
you're a nut, man. Man, Brett flopping his straights. He's got to like that.
Chuck is in there with
Rainbow flop, too, so you're not scared of a flush. In fact, you're not scared of anything as long as the board don't pair. Okay, now you can be scared. After flopping the straight.
Yep. Chuck's praying for a 6 or an ace. And this might take it down. Every time. There's a chip wreck. There's a hand Chuck can fold. Trip 4's in his hand. All right. So Rich is all in with the mystery hand. Or not all
Is he?
in.
No, I think he just called.
No, he didn't just call.
Oh.
He potted it and couldn't
Oh, he
get the
couldn't
rest
go
of
higher.
it. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
okay. I was going to say, why is he throwing him change? I got confused there for a second.
Pretty sure he's going to be all in, though, no matter what. I don't think he's going to keep 3,000 left, but I could be mistaken. All right, so 3 to the flop. 3 is pretty much dead. So diamonds might be live, straight draw might be live. Not sure if the ace is live with the ace king. We'll see. No spades.
No.
Looks like a clean flop. He checked it?
This is just getting weird to me. You're that short stack, 3.5K, and everybody's checking. How are you not firing? Fire.
Wow.
Fire. For God's sake, fire. All you gotta do, I don't even know what Rich has, but surely you have a pair of 6s beat. And he checked again.
Oh, Mike bet.
And what did he, oh, it was too fast. I couldn't see what he had.
And that's why, I mean,
He had like 2 face cards. But yeah, I couldn't see the rest.
wow.
Uh-oh, Brian's back.
The killer.
wonder if he still has that hot date. He's like, how many do I got to knock out? I got to knock out 6 of you? Okay, let's do this.
All right. I mean, Rich is probably going to get it in with this hand.
I hope.
All in for 35.
Brett's going to make the call. Oh.
Uh-oh. Bo's asking what a pot bet is, and
He's got aces.
with that hand, who could blame him? I bet all of the chips I'm legally allowed to.
Probably going to go heads up.
IB Pattenham says, don't think Steven has folded a hand pre-flop.
Whoa. Stephen called. Might be right.
Interesting.
Not a bad flop for Rich.
Brett's got a
King,
flush
queen.
draw.
Brett's got it all and a straight
Yeah.
draw open-ended. Yeah, Brett's hand is like,
Bo's like, I got aces, and I need to thin this herd.
I think
like
Bo,
right now.
Bo might be hitting the exit. I don't think Brett's folding.
And Steve snap calls. What does he have? Put your cards in
Wow.
the box, man.
Wow.
Nobody's going anywhere.
Look, Brett's in there.
Yes, please. I mean, why stop here?
Oh, there it is.
With the ace. Bo's like,
Brett.
doggone it.
Oh,
I wish
my
I had more
goodness.
chips.
Brett.
Brett, Broadway Brett.
Oh, all in. He's going to make Steve fold. And Bo hits the set of A's like, pair the board.
Pair the
Or
board.
a king. Bo would chop it with a king.
Rich needs a queen to stay alive. That's not a queen.
That's a brick. Wow. Brett.
Everybody loses but
Brett.
Brett.
Wow. So Bo and Rich.
Ryan, buddy, I was just kidding. He's like, I got to knock out 6 players, 2 of them in one hand. Wow.
Yeah, Bo and Rich just got knocked out.
Demolished. Well, we're technically not at the money. We're paying 4 spots. And we're down to 5.
I mean,
Are we, though? Let me take a look at the future. Yeah.
can't believe that stack right there still.
The only drawback to a stack like that is the game is pot limit.
The only way that a stack like that survives is that it's either super passive or you're just getting super lucky. I mean, how much chips does he have? We're gonna see. 17K.
Wow, that's...
There's no way 17K is still around. Maybe that
Never
hasn't,
say never.
maybe that hasn't been clicked.
Maybe,
I
or
don't.
maybe he's just going to run like God over the next 12 minutes.
I don't think that thing's been updated.
Hey, on this stream, I've seen a player come back from a single blue chip
No,
and
no.
take down the whole tournament.
I mean, again,
Again, he ran like God for about an hour.
like I said, you either run like God or you have
done.
a super passive table that just gives you a walk on your big,
Right.
things like that. You know what I mean? Those are huge.
And you'd think the table would kind of gang up on him. They're like one more to the money
Right.
and the short stack and
Play. I would call him anything. With any 4 cards right now, he would just have to double up, or
Right.
or I would knock him down. You know. Any hand he gets it in with, I would never fold to that stack. They're all sharing. I mean, Chuck has, I guess, the best of it right now.
that might be Jeremy's strategy. Fold his way to 4th. If they're fighting like this and they're on big pots like this, it, you know.
20.
I'd be like, if they're betting 20K a pop, I was like, I might legit be able to fold my way to the money here.
Yep. But see, here's the thing. You need to build value pre, because
Yeah.
a lot of flops miss a lot of times people, and then they're susceptible to folding, and you're not going to get any more chips. So you need to get as much chips as you can. Oh, it's going to be 5K on your 17K if you don't do something here.
Well, we can see Jeremy's cards for once, and ugh, that's so awful. I know we both kind of been on him for not playing as much, but with that, yeah, I kind of agree with the fold there.
And now Chuck limps in with this hand, so I hope that, like, if he catches a flush draw or straight draw, he'd be willing to go with it. He catches King 10-3. What is that?
King 10-3, yeah. So top pair.
2 pair for Mike C. Kings and 3s.
That does not appear to matter.
He won it. Chuck with ace king, ace suited. He's
I
in
legit
there.
don't. I legit. Steven never puts his cards in the box. I'm watching him. I've yet to see him do it. We're picking up everybody else's cards just fine. Well, maybe not just fine.
Oh, Jeremy is.
He tried to pot it, but he's like, no, you can't go all in, buddy.
Jeremy with the mystery hand.
Yeah,
His
he-
cards are in the box, too.
Yeah, it must be good, because he wanted to go all in.
Well, Chuck hits top pair, Mike
Well,
hits top pair.
Now he's all in, and
Pretty sure. What?
yeah, you
Whoa.
can't fold for 3K, obviously. Even if you didn't get a piece, which they did. Two, not much help. Checkity checkity, a queen. Yeah. Looks like just 2 pair with an ace. Yep, pocket aces. Triple up for Jeremy.
Pocket aces, huh? And there it is.
I wish I could say I was surprised, but I mean, he's been folding everything, and then he tried to go all in, even though it exceeded the pot. I'm like, yeah, he's got aces.
He's alive.
I know it shouldn't bother me as much as it is, but it's
I mean, it's,
bothering me.
who knows if he's even here? So everybody's in. Chuck is going to hit 3 10s. And we are heads up, Chuck and Steve. Chuck's going to bet his 3 10s and take it down. What happened there?
Well, no, just had the floater talk to him a little bit, but don't relax me. Okay.
Still 5?
Yep. Hey, we're paid by the hour. Relax.
That depends on what you consider. We're going to see aces every hand there, I guess.
I mean, I was joking around earlier about folding your way to the money. I mean, it's a decent strategy in the bar poker game when I'm trying to fold my way to the points, and it usually works. But this ain't the bar game.
I generally like to play to win, though. You
Right.
know.
It's folding your way to the money is with money on the line. It typically doesn't work too well. Unless you just got an insane table, just non-stop action, and you have a decent chip stack. You know, you're not in last.
Yeah.
It can be effective, but not when you're the short stack. That's it. Just what? Aces. What we need is for everybody to have something like that first hand we started the final table with.
Yeah.
That was pretty sick.
First 3 hands of the feature table.
We might have had the wrong Brian. Because Brian F was final table yesterday, and did you watch that stream? Yesterday's show?
No.
Oh, the first 30 minutes we lost like 15 people. Field went from 30 to 15 in about half an hour.
That's how it goes.
It was carnage. And Brian F was just steamrolling everybody. He was knocking players out faster than they could balance the table to bring more.
That's funny.
His game had to stop like 3 times while they balanced the table and sent him more players, and just kept mowing them down.
Chuck with top pair.
Ooh, snap pot. See, he puts his cards in the bottom, and we can see him. Yeah, Steve, welcome to the game, buddy.
No, it didn't happen so it's 15 minutes from when you said something.
Yeah, well, I know, but I was just happy he put his cards in the box, and it read right away. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, so it's not our card reader. It's just, you know, you got to put the cards in there, man. Yeah. I guess we're not loud enough. Should we just leave and we'll go find Sal and Oak Tie, and they can just come back here and just like scream their heads off like they normally do. Would that be better? Because I did this last Thursday with Sal, and all they could talk about is, why is that guy so loud?
Oh, yeah?
It's like, so make up your mind, guys. You want the noise or do you want the quiet?
Can't get it right? Okay. So Brett should be like pounding everyone.
Yeah.
He's got all the
Should
chips.
really
and
be bullying the table.
he's probably just going to sit back and just say to himself, I got all the chips. I don't need to do anything. But
I don't know. Not that I've read every poker book out there, because I haven't. But the ones I have read has said when you've got that much of a chip lead, you need to bully the table. Make them risk
I'd be calling-
substantial percentage of their chips just to see a flop.
I mean, I'd be calling most hands, I'll be honest, just because in PLO you're not that far off. Like, look, 40%, 38%, 21%.
Right.
It's
With
like
these
you're never
hands.
really like that behind for 3K. It's worth seeing a flop.
Clubs keep hitting, and they just don't have clubs in the whole hands.
Oh, Jeremy's winning because he has a pair of sixes. Like Chuck has a straight draw.
Yeah, well, now I was gonna say as soon as I saw Chuck put out them chips, I'm like, I'm pretty sure Chuck's winning.
And that was just a matter of just betting, you know, betting. Nobody's betting.
And Brian has rejoined us. He has the look of a man who has failed.
Well, you doubled up a guy that plays one
One hand in 45 minutes.
aces, and I mean,
Well, you know, statistically, everybody gets aces in Omaha sometime. Can't be card dead forever. Might have to cancel that date, Brian. Come on, man. Call her up like, well, honey, I'm knocking them dead, and then I just kind of stopped for some reason. Now we can work on our reading ability. Chuck bets 10K, and I'm going to guess he has absolutely none of it. It's just that, like you said, nobody's betting.
nobody's betting. Everyone's
Right,
folding to
it's-
bets. Like I would be doing. See,
Chuck has 7 high.
see what Chuck is. See what Chuck is doing. I would be doing with Brett's stack. But the thing
Right.
is that, and Chuck has a pretty big stack, and he's just firing away all cylinders.
Who else is in this hand?
Steve, I think, either
Okay.
Steve or Brett. Brett's in the hand.
Okay. The camera's just never on that side, so I assumed he was
Yeah.
out.
And Chuck
Oh,
lost. So now he gets even more, a lot more chips, and
The rich get richer.
didn't see the hand.
Hi, graphics. We missed you.
7,500 a round.
Sounds expensive.
Brett
Ooh.
hits it.
He did more than hit it. He demolished it.
Steve's in there. The gut shot.
It's just not even fair. Look at him stacking all them chips. I don't even think he's done stacking from the last time.
297. He's got 41% of the chip stack. Jeremy's got 8 big blinds.
4. Yeah, and taking an ante is something fairly new for this tournament. I mean, a few weeks ago, yeah, you'd have 8 big blinds. Not with the antes.
Nope. I felt like Jeremy just doubled up.
He did.
He had 17K. He doubled up. He got up to like what, 40, 35, 40,000. Now he's got 24.
And you can guess which four.
Jack 10.
I mean, Brian's over there. I want to put his face on the PIP camera so bad right now. He's just. You can just see the anger in his face, you guys. He just had.
Nah, no, there's no anger.
Yeah, but much like the viewers, Brian likes an aggressive game. Lots of action.
Well, one guy's got 300,000
Big
and another.
bluffs, hero calls, that kind of game.
One guy's got 300K and another guy's got 20K. So, I mean, I don't.
All right, Jeremy under the gun. Not a great hand, but not a terrible hand either. Looks to be agonizing over this decision.
I mean, he's been slow all stream.
Goat head. Got some pocket pairs out there, and those
10
ain't
keeps
it.
hitting.
Yeah.
Mike hit.
Tens have been solid this table. $3K. No faith that his 10 is good? Nah, he knows. He knows it's good. He's like, I don't think you got better than a 10 there, my guy. And Mario Kart hits the brakes, folds the cards.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now it's Jeremy's turn in the big blind, and I don't know what Steven had there, but with his stack, you got to think you're calling. You got to play because you're trying to get to the money, yeah. So I think I call even with a lousy hand.
Wow, set of fives for Chuck.
Here to bug you says, go Chuck.
3 fives for Chuck.
Pretty solid.
Straight draw for Mike.
Turn card.
Wow. There's almost like no resistance. It's like everybody limps, pre, pot on the flop, fold, or a call. There hasn't been like a raise
Right.
or anything.
Fours for Steven, fives for Brett's. And they all just want to see the flop.
It's like
Nobody.
everybody limps, and then whoever bets
really
the
put
flop.
it out there, you know.
Everybody limps, and whoever bets the flop takes the pot.
And Jeremy, even if he had a lousy hand, it's you're getting 5 to 1 on your money. So hell yeah, you're
Like
gonna throw
right
in
there, like right
1,500.
there. If Chuck potted it, he would have taken it down. It would have been 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18,000.
And well, we can't see Jeremy's hand, so I can't tell if he has a deuce.
Everybody checks around.
Jack. Diamonds and heart draws, but nobody has any of that. Well, no, Mike has a heart draw. Not flush draw.
Wow.
And that's an ace. It's not a nut flush, but it's 2 pair.
Mike's good.
Unless Jeremy's got a deuce hiding in there somewhere.
He was good from giddy up. I would have bet the flop jacks deuce on the button and seen where I was at. That wasn't even here I was saying how tight it was when it was bet. Listen, I
Right.
was like limp pre, and then somebody
Call,
bets.
fold,
No,
fold.
I said everybody bets the flop. Somebody bets the flop, and everybody folds. This, everybody checked all the way to the river,
Right.
and he got it.
No value bet.
There wasn't
at
even
any
a bet.
stage,
There
yeah.
wasn't even a bet. It was a 5-way check to the river.
With button position. I'm like, I have a top pair, and I have the button.
I don't know how.
Right.
I don't know
You'd
how
think
you.
there'd be a bet there.
Right. I don't know how your 5-way check to the river. Like nobody wants to represent a deuce. That to me is just super passive. Everybody just wants to like win the hand face up. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to like bluff it or like they have to have it.
Steven flops a
Yeah,
straight.
and Jeremy's got the nuts flush.
Flush draw. It's only 1,500, so easy
Yeah.
call.
And here comes the diamond or the king. I mean the jack.
The
yeah.
jack, yeah, there it is. Right on cue.
Yeah. That's what I meant. The jack to make the straight. Wow. Yeah, that's
Right.
a little weird. But
Love how casual Brian was with that. When
Yeah.
Steven asked him, did I win? No. Just no. Didn't show him how. He's just like, no.
no.
Tremendous.
It's funny because he like doubled up and is still
Brian, I'm stealing that.
is tremendously short.
He'll just come in and see me dealing. No, like, did I win? No. So Jeremy, still on life support. Just
Not the limp.
the table refuses to pull the
There
plug.
you go, Chuck. Don't let the guy limp
Chuck.
in. There you go, buddy. Proud of you.
He
I'll
breathes
let him
out of him.
limp in with 25K. But the
Say you got 28K and we're one away
Exactly.
from the money. You're gonna pay for that draw,
exactly.
buddy.
Now he folded. He had to get out of there. Forced him out of there.
Hope we didn't have a 4.
Right, checking kings.
I really hope he didn't have a 4.
Nah,
He'd be kicking himself pretty hard. So Brett with the boat and the chip lead. The Great Wall of chips. He's got construction over there. Can we get a color up? Table 67.
he's got three.
Please.
He's got over 300 and something down. He's got like 340,000.
Are you threatening me? Love to see this hand. Brian giving him the ultimatum. Chuck, if you don't win this hand. What's Chucky got? Oh. I mean, Brian already knows the outcome because he was there 15 minutes ago, but I can see his cards from here. Yeah, I don't like that outcome. You gave him some straight garbage, that hand, buddy.
Wow, Brett.
Folded pre-flop.
What did Brett do?
Huh? Hell no. It was King 8-7-3, I think? Rainbow. Nothing even suited.
It's a good flop here for Brett.
Just a king, that's it. You gave Brett aces. What you mean, like theme days? We might give them extra points if they
Play-
do some marketing for us, like wear PBKC stuff and just jump in front of the camera and say only a PBKC, you know, and then like talk us up a little bit on the stream. Maybe we can slide them a few points for that stuff.
Big hand there.
Pretty much, yeah.
If Mike calls him, he's
Said drawn dead with a set of aces, yeah.
queens.
Well, he wasn't drawn dead, but
Yeah,
he was definitely in like a deep coma.
needed a queen.
All right, new dealer, which looks strikingly similar to a previous dealer, so I don't think he's new. Taking it literally. I've seen Airplane too many times.
Old school. Old school funny movie.
Surely you can't be serious.
Is he not putting the big blind ante in there or what? There we go. All right. The longest five-handed bubble seen in a while.
What is this bubble made of? Titanium? It just won't bust. Again with the fours.
Chuck. Chuck nailed it.
Yeah, it's like, don't fold a four in this game today. I don't know what it is. And Chuck, of course Chuck pots that, because why wouldn't he pot that?
Scare the opponent away.
It's easy to scare him when you flop three of a kind.
Could have flatted. Let him get two pair on the turn.
Nah.
Make him feel good. Jeremy in the small. Doesn't want to put it up.
No, he was getting some change from
Oh, you getting
from
change
him.
again?
Yeah, he was getting change.
That was the second time he's getting
well,
change.
Sometimes you need some change, man.
Hey. Oh, the blinds
2
are
4
up.
4.
Whoa,
Yeah.
blinds are
2
up.
4 4.
Boy.
Inflation, it gets everybody, but especially the short stacks.
Gosh. Just a
On the
lunch.
plus side, he could probably put it all in without, and he doesn't. Limps, the stack that short. I can't.
With ace, king, queen,
it's a great
jack?
hand too. How do you not jam?
Wow. That's
Two pair
That's ridiculous.
and a straight draw. Look at the Merry Christmas to you, buddy. Well, now he jams.
Yeah, now if he gets,
Yeah, he gets a caller.
I'm just saying if he gets beat by like a 4-5 of clubs, it's like you know, you could have potted pre. Now he has to dodge two people.
And I'd love to know what they have. That would
Well,
be
if the-
cool.
If the
Another club.
and the straight got there,
Yeah.
and it went check, he might be good. And another club got there.
Clubs are the only thing for him to fear.
Does Chuck have it? He's got
He's
clubs,
got clubs.
yeah, 6,
yeah,
7.
6 7.
6, 7, 7, whatever. He might have folded that pre. He had 6, 7, 7 like king or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bubble has burst.
We are in the money. Well, they're still going though, so I mean, this could be another hour.
No, no doubt. But maybe. He deeply suspected. And Brett, wow, how does Brett keep getting his hands, man?
Getting monsters.
It's fantastic.
So 4, 8, 12.
The more important question, how does he not raise with them?
14,000.
He raised with that one.
Yeah, Steve.
But,
Honestly, Steve has seen every single flop.
Wow,
He hasn't. I can't believe he still has chips.
Zero fear.
He hasn't folded a hand pre. It's almost remarkable.
Wish I could get hands like this.
He has not.
Well, maybe not. Maybe because of flops like that and the fours and everything. That's probably why he still has chips. Well, another 4, because of course there's always 4s. Well, the king was enough. Nothing but a king, but against jacks, it's enough.
Well, if Brett would have bet the flop,
Right.
potted the flop, that never happens.
Representation. Say,
He had
hey,
over.
Flopped the monster.
Yeah, he had over and a 2 pair.
Started off with Mike, 9s, and some suited cards. And he's the short stack, so, I mean, more than 10% of your stack just to see it, but 10K around, and he's the big blind next. This is not the time to be timid. Brett attempting that chip psychology with all those walls of orange. He's not the chip leader anymore. Chuck is.
Indeed.
See, now he's betting, you know, with his stack and being aggressive. And right, and not that it's you know, to what you were saying, but now he's not the chip leader anymore. So
Mike
now when you do it, you gotta hit something.
Mike is basically all in over here.
Yeah,
I think,
he's
or
in
something.
34K, and he's in for 8K blind. So about a quarter of his stack without even looking.
I know. You ain't gotta tell me, bro. I'm just wondering when the trophy's coming out.
And they said we were allowed. Brett with 8s, Mike with 9s. How do you not jam?
Yeah.
I'm so jamming there if I'm the short stack.
Yeah, I don't know why you would leave yourself that. I wouldn't even want to think about anything on the flop.
Right. I'm like, I got my 9s, I got a couple of hearts. It is what it is.
I don't want to have to fold, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I mean. It's all in or nothing. yet. Is that a 9?
Yeah.
Oh, he's all in now. He wasn't all in before, but you can bet your patootie he's all in now.
So, like, if somebody bet the flop, like, was he going to fold?
God, you got me.
I'm just wondering, like, by
With
him
only
just
one
calling.
heart. Yeah.
He just called, like, pre, so.
There's no straight out there. Maybe, yeah, maybe he would have.
The 10?
Uh-oh, did he misread his hand? Well, that's a boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jack and a rag is the only thing that's going to beat them 9s, and I don't think Steven has it. One club short.
Finds a miracle 9 jack, runner. It's hilarious.
Yes, I can hear the levity in your voice.
I mean, it's just so glad. Like, the guy has the only 9s, you know, and like that flop, you think you're dead.
Mm-hmm. You think just even
Jack.
a reasonable bet gets him to fold the 9s?
Any queens pocket pair in anybody, like, you might be behind pre-flop with just 9s. You know, and then comes the 9 on the turn, and then the boat on the river. It's classic. There he is. Hasn't missed a flop yet. And a limp we go. Two pair for Steven.
Yeah.
Open-ended for Mike. Interesting.
Steven says, "Can I buy some pot from you?" Animal House style. So I couldn't make these jokes with Brett yesterday because he's like,
Yeah.
20.
I wonder.
I didn't understand any of them.
Mike makes the call. Chuck makes the call. I don't know what Chuck has, but that's a brick for Mike. Wow. Steven gets cold feet. And now.
And now
Go
he's
get
gonna
him, Bri.
pay.
Good
$1
job,
million
bro.
man style.
Hopefully, close. You be the closer.
Finish the job.
Finish.
Finish them. Mortal Kombat style. So Mike shows him the 2 pair. And that's all she wrote. So down to, what was it, 17K? He's Mike's got himself a nice little stack now.
He does.
The old I'm trying to go home gag never gets old, does it?
Well, nobody's potting pre-flop.
Right.
Nobody's like aggressive here. Nothing. It was all limp. That was
Right.
a limp.
Mike,
That was a limp pot,
No, I'm
pre.
just going back to what Mike said earlier. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to go home. I'm like, that old bit. It never works.
That was a limp pot.
Yeah.
Like, if Brett pots it pre, anybody, like, these hands aren't getting there. You know what I mean?
Anybody that goes all in and says that has a freaking monster.
Like Chuck. Chuck should be potting it instead of just limping right here out of the small. Especially
I
with
think
that-
Steven's the low stack.
Especially, yeah, with Steven's low stack, it's like, now Chuck, you're not gonna fold.
You're
What?
right. Does
What is
Steven
going
have,
on?
Devil? Well,
Now Chuck
top,
has 2
top
pair.
2.
Your head's up. Why don't you even bet the flop?
Well, we couldn't see Steven's hand, but the snap fold says he didn't have a 6. Where are we at?
Couldn't close the deal, huh, bro? Huh?
Jeez, man.
You over here? What are you doing, bro? You going round and round over here? What? We try. We tried,
You know, it's
bro.
getting serious with the chop busting on these dealers when the Brooklyn accent comes out. Normally it doesn't. It's not that strong. But what are you doing over here?
What we doing over there, bro? What we doing, man?
I don't sound nearly as cool.
Well, we know one person that's always gonna see the flop. So
I start hanging out with
I think, yeah,
that half of my family from Wisconsin. The accent comes out. I'm like,
it comes out.
that Wisconsin.
I think Steve could have one big blind and he'll limp. He'll still see the flop. There it is. They check the queen to
Wow.
him. The short stack gets bigger.
I'm confused and bewildered
Yeah, it's
with what I'm seeing.
it's just let's just give the short stacks chips. Mike came back from 17K.
Right.
Steven's gonna come back from 30. It's like Chuck has 300K. Brett has 300, and he's letting they're letting these two guys short stacks like accumulate chips for not even contesting. It's like they're checking down and they're winning a pot with a pair. This should never be going on. Not when you have 300,000 chips. I mean, if you double up the
Yeah,
short stack, then
Chuck
you
and
double them
Brett,
up.
They should be driving the action, but everybody's just along for the ride.
I mean, you got a guy with, you know, if you double up the short stack, then you double up the short stack. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but you have to try to knock them out. You can't just sit there and let the guy grind up chips.
And here's Steve, who, you know,
Yeah, a minute ago was
just
out the door.
crippled, but he never stopped playing the hands. Like, win or lose, like he was winning and then he got knocked down, just like the song, but he got up again. Because you're never going to keep him down. And there you see it.
I mean,
He's
maybe
building back up.
he knows that all he has to do is limp and then just bet the flop and PLO is not a game to be passive. Now look at how
Yeah,
even you're going to let it catch
yep.
up. Before it was 200 or like 300, 300, like
and then
like 20,000.
3 and like 52.
Yeah,
something
exactly,
Like
exactly. And now we're going to watch the table all level out.
that. Are we though?
Well, it's looking that way.
Well, no. Somebody just said pot.
Yeah, Chuck. Mike has a nice hand.
Maybe Chuck has had enough of the shenanigans, or he has aces.
I don't know. If
Maybe both.
Mike,
No,
he folded,
Mike,
yeah.
man, he's not even here to fold. He just
Uh-huh.
he saw a pot and just he was just gone. Couldn't handle it. Well, if you thought the limping was a thing before, well, now he's not even here. Now it's the monk. No value, no value. I'm waiting for him to say it.
Limp. Have we seen a pot pre, like other than Chuck?
No. Yeah, we just saw one out of the big blind.
Chuck.
Yeah. No, it looks like Steve's going for it. Pop bet
Nice.
with his option.
Maybe you heard me. Look, and look
He
how
said, "Hey,
fast
look,
people
yeah,
fold,
you
and
get
then
your, free round of blinds. I hope Mike didn't go far. he's big blind next. There's our payouts. 1863 for first, 1242 for second, $621 for third, and 414 for fourth. Not a bad day's work for a $150 buy-in.
Is it 150 or 100?
150. Well, clipboard says 150.
All right.
Oh, he's back. He's all like, man, I almost missed my blinds.
Not gonna thank you just yet.
Family pot.
Shocker.
2 mystery hands. Perhaps one of them has a 7. But Mike flopped a boat. Uh-oh, okay. A little action now. A little action. What does Chuck have that he called so quickly? Mike's like 7. Boat over boats. 1 card out, and that ain't it.
On the turn, I learned it from you.
That's it.
We needed boat for over boat
Right.
to break the stalemate.
We did. We did.
All right, so Mike, it's a tough way to lose, boat over boat, but he's going home with $414.
Way to pick up 250 there, Mike.
I'll be back.
Yeah. Alrighty. Diamonds all the way there. Nobody flopped it. And Brett is good with the queens. Brett is still good. Chuck doesn't feel like stabbing at it. 3 queens now for Brett. All right. Chuck is leading the pack here. Steve's going to take that one down. Chuck with Queen Jack 8-6, Queen 8 suited, and a flop we go. 5, 6. Chuck with a pair of 6s. Brett with a straight draw. And that'll do it. How does Steven not VPIP champ here? I have no idea. I don't think Steve has missed a flop. Yep. They are going for the trophy. I think they're... Let me just...
Still picking up everything, so.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
Oh, no. No,
And
no.
Steven with diamonds. Lets it go. Fold-a-rama. And they're just passing chips now.
Oh, all right. Oh, we got Brett with a decent hand there. Limp, limp, limp. Nobody. Steven, I would have potted Steven's hand. Brett, I would have, I mean, we're three-handed. These hands are all good. Well, there we go. Steve is going to pot it up. Brett's going to get it in there. Chuck's got the world of all the chips, just hanging out. Thank you.
Someone walking in very pleased with himself.
So I guess that's the strategy from now on.
He's,
Just put in a crappy dealer. And then
looks like Brian's gonna make that date after all.
Brett's pretty good here with that flop.
Yeah, he is.
All right. Huh. Down there? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, he bet. Well, he got a little more than 60 there, buddy.
Wow, what is Steven doing? Just out of curiosity, like, what does he have?
He really likes that gutter, that gut shot he's got.
What gut shot? It's not Jack 4?
Oh wait, no, it's. Wow, I need to look at that twice. I'm like, does he get running cards for this? Ooh, well, wait a minute.
Diamond? There's no way that he backdoors a diamond when he had absolutely nothing on the foot. Did he? What do you have? 10? He had
Just eights. That's all he had was eights.
Oh
Diamonds!
my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Sayeth what?
That is like the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Just runner.
How does he? What was he doing on the flop with Jack 4?
I said, I'm like 9 and then
Oh
another
my!
straight card.
Oh my goodness! Wow!
But
That was
Brett
like,
finds himself firmly in the danger zone.
that was ridiculous.
And you got to wonder all the times he was just checking or folding or limping when he had the monster stack and he had everyone like.
Listen,
at least
Jack
double.
4.
I know. Of course,
you think your
yeah.
eights are good there?
Yeah,
Wow.
Well, you wanted more aggression.
Wow.
It don't get much more aggressive than that right there.
Wow. That was incredible. Golly.
No, that's right. We get a break coming up soon.
Just so smooth and cool. Brian's like, that's not 20 though.
Steve's in there. Doesn't matter, 20, 40, he's in there. He sees every flop.
Chucks doesn't play the ace king plus pocket pair. Huh. All right.
Open-ended for Steve. What didn't I see two pairs? Somebody just fold? What the hell's going on? And remember what I told you about him being short and letting him just squeak in there? Steve with the check in, and then remember he won that pot?
Yep.
And I was like, that's what happens when you let a short, now look at him.
Yep. Chiseling away at that chip lead. He's almost there. Almost even with Chuck.
That's why when you get a chance, man, you take them out. You got to take them out.
Finish them.
He wasn't,
345 is what
Yeah.
I was hoping for. 3 o'clock was outrageous.
Yeah.
Just outrageous.
No, you nailed it. I mean, you got it.
Almost to the second.
You see your watch. 347.
Who uses watches
What
anymore?
what is that? What is that watch you wear? What is that? That's Apple?
I like your swatch.
Oh, swatch. It is kind of swatches. Like this is a male. This is like a real. This one here.
I don't know, Brian. That's more of a weapon than a watch.
You see the Android? What Android does here? This is like a real. No.
It's like you could back fist somebody, but if you miss and you hit him with that thing, you put a dent.
You're right. You're right. It's too masculine for you. I get it.
Yeah, I'm not against it. It would never touch my wrist, but it fits you though.
Later, bro.
You real tough.
I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. Real. Yeah.
3-6-6 now.
Brett's got a great hand. Just a limpage. That's terrible.
With
On the button, you could put a pressure. You could be putting pressure on the blinds right there on the button, and you limp. It's bad. Bad, bad, bad. Look, now you have two pair, straight draw, and Steven and Chuck have diamonds. Jack 5 of diamonds is going to nip you out with a beautiful hand that you have right here.
All right, Brett pot bets here with his two pair. K9 plays at the Kennel Club.
Chuck folds.
Yep.
Steve
Steve's
doesn't
got-
fold diamonds.
Right, diamonds, straight
And
draw.
straight draw.
And wow, picks up more outs.
Well, not really. That didn't change too much. It's another 8. Well, yeah, if another 8 comes, then Steven would be good, or Jack. But he probably folds now. Yeah. Yep.
What fresh new hell is this?
No, that's
Oh,
not a
you
bad.
can't hear the table.
Yeah, Brett flops a good. How does Brett not bet there? With top pair and open ended.
Well,
Steven's betting.
Wow.
Right, it's.
I mean, you know,
Just
the
let him
spades were
get there,
there, but
yeah.
like, and he's probably not going to fold, but it's like still, you have like a dominant hand. You
Passing chips.
What are they talking, chop?
Yep. They all said very quickly, "I don't care." It's like, well, the way you guys have been passing chips around, and it sounds like you care. Like you care a great deal. Yep, chip chop is what they're discussing.
ICM.
Yep.
$20, $40, $60, $80, $180.
A little change. $318, $207, and $180.
That was more than 180, that's for sure. He's got it. All right, Matt. So,
All right.
yeah, we're
Well,
probably
hang out for the amounts. See what they get. That should be pretty quick, though, with only 3 players. And the only big consideration would be points. We just started our new monthly points, and this is a double point event. So it
Right.
would look like Chuck's going to get first place points, followed by Steven, then Brett. But we're waiting on the numbers. Scotty Chips 386. He just said payouts. Yeah,
well, from the looks of the chip stacks, I'd imagine, and first place is what, 1,800. I'm gonna go ahead and say that Chuck is gonna get 15. Chuck's probably gonna get 15, around 1,500-ish, 14, 15, 14.
So these numbers should be pretty quick. Like I said, only 3 players.
Yeah, it's
We're just waiting on Ferris.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. With 2 people, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, I was there.
you might not even hear the numbers. Who knows?
No, he's. Should have asked him when he was here before he took off.
He probably didn't know.
Yeah. Well, he's standing right there. Oh, here we go. 1383 for Chuck, 1186 for Steven, and then the remainder, I didn't catch the number for Brett.
Yep.
So, all right, so friendly chop 3-way, that's how this one ends. We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like, follow, and subscribe, and as well, the notification bell, so you'll know the second we go live, which will be tomorrow evening for our... I'm sorry, everybody. 1:30 deep stack, 1:30 guarantee.
During the day.
I should know that.
Yeah.
By the time, and we'll be featured a final for that. Until then, on behalf of our production crew, James, Gene,
Barlington.
Barlington.
And
Arlington,
Yep.
and James. And
Yep.
of course for the Brooklyn B-Man.
All right, man. It was a great stream.
I'm Matt F, and we'll see you all next time.
Take care.